As a scientist, we live for our data, but sometimes the data gets lost. In this particular case, we have a cold case of scientific data that would have changed our lives, and it's been lost for 40 years and now just been found. This data comes from the Minnesota coronary experiment in the 1960s, and it was presented to the American Heart Association, but it went against the grain of current perceptions about cholesterol, and it never got published. There were two groups in this study. One group had a diet that was rich in saturated fats, meat and butter, and the other group had a diet that was rich in linoleic acid from vegetable oils, canola oil, soybean, and corn oil. The focus of the study was cholesterol levels, and the goal was to lower cholesterol, particularly with LDL, in the vegetable oil group, which they did. But here's the controversy. The vegetable oil group with the lowered cholesterol and LDL levels had a much higher rate of heart attacks and strokes, more so than the meat and the butter group. It was completely the opposite to what they expected. Here's the bottom line of this study. Cholesterol's not the villain that it's made out to be. The question is, what is? Now we've cracked this cold case. The real culprit is inflammation. With inflammation, you have an excessive production of free radicals and oxidants, and they change the way the blood vessel looks and functions and performs, but it also affects those lipids that are moving in. They become rancid. The key to cardiovascular health is not about cholesterol. What it is about is controlling inflammation. Here's how you can control inflammation, either through diet or supplements. In terms of diet, I love the fish oils and the olive oils to lower the inflammatory response. And I also like fruits and vegetables that are high in antioxidants. In supplements, you can add in extra vitamin C, vitamin D, and also the botanicals that lower the inflammatory response, like curcumin, boswellia, and also my favorite, cat's claw. So the final piece of advice, when you go for your annual physical and you get your cholesterol levels measured, why don't you ask your doctor to do some additional tests? I recommend homocysteine, vitamin D status, and also C-reactive protein. That's a marker of inflammation.